Fortnite is a very relevant game. It's amassed millions of players and touched the hearts of many children worldwide. It was seen as such an innocent company getting simply nothing but seeing your happiness. However, in the span of 12 months, it seems they completely tainted that reputation, so much so that they've been seen committing gluttony. In this video, I've gathered 7 pieces of evidence to confirm this statement. This is what I found. Just a disclaimer, the information provided in this video is not intended to be taken seriously. The contents of this video are only allegations that may or not be factually proven. In my last video, I went over the amount of collaborations Fortnite has been adding and why they could lead to a more imminent scenario. If we total up all the crossovers and collaborations Fortnite has in a game, the number reaches over 300 staggering collaborations. That's a little too much. Now, to show you a visual, let's look at all the skins made from each individual chapter, starting with Chapter 1. As we see, there's no visual collaboration in sight. Next, Chapter 2. Chapter 2 contained only 7 collaborations and only 8 seasons. The results conducted in those 2 chapters are normal. There's simply nothing wrong with a collaboration every blue moon. However, the same cannot be said for Chapter 5 Season 1. In just one season of Chapter 5 Season 1, there's 17 collaboration skins alone. Just complete collaborations. I don't think there's one normal skin there. Fortnite has started to favor creating collaboration skins to please their audience rather than creating original skins since the beginning.
I've been noticing ever since the beginning of Chapter 5 Season 3 out of all seasons, we've been getting a lot more collaboration skins than we have with original skins. I'm not even kidding, like just last season alone, we had a total of 34 separate collaboration skins released.
The collaborations have gotten so excessive that it almost feels overwhelming. The issue is when they focus too much time on collabs instead of actually working on issues in the game. I would love for a balance where they keep the collabs fresh and coming, but also focus more on the original Fortnite skins. I remember how I loved seeing the visitor skin in the OG Fortnite skins. It's starting to become an issue based on how much collaboration skins Fortnite adds to the game. As a matter of fact, it's getting so excessive, it's even leaking into the live events. In the Fortnite Remix live event, The Prelude, Fortnite tried creating excitement for the event by adding many teasers and trailers, and even a live event preview in New York City. As the live event begins to start, players gather around from YouTube and Twitch to stream it live. The excitement and anticipation built up for this live event has been locked up for weeks, and players are finally able to witness it for completely free. But there's something wrong. Where is the story? Why were we even listening to that? Why were we even there? The live event was completely disappointing. Everyone thought there was going to be something legendary happening, but when all that aroused attention was Ice Spice and Juice WRLD, what a joke. Many frustrated players expressed their anger towards Fortnite on YouTube. My biggest problem is their inability to have learned from their mistakes. They just keep doing these concert/ads, and at this point there is no reason to even have a creative/director of the storyline in the first place. And it seems like the next event will just be a Juice WRLD concert, a fine idea for an event, just not an end event. Eventually, people will just stop caring about events if they never learn. Honestly, I swear, I don't even know what Epic Games and Snoop Dogg were doing in the planning room. This is literally just a live stream, not an event. This is just a collab cluster out of a game for a month now. Just disappointed Epic. It's starting to get weird how Fortnite creates excitement around a live event only for it to be surrounded by the main character of it being a collaboration. A controversial statement about the creative director at Epic Games, Charlie Wen, expresses the belief that he doesn't know what he's doing when it comes to handling the Fortnite storyline. It's like the show Lost. It doesn't have a direction, yet people like to think that there's some great story to be told. The storyline is just a vehicle to sell battle passes and skins, nothing more. Every season opens with a beautiful action-packed introduction of the new skins and how they are saving reality. It always ends with a button press away from buying the battle pass. Then next season, those skins are challenged by more new skins. I've played since before Black Knight. Lost is a great comparison. Fortnite blew up before the writers could even deliver a long-term plan, but they don't need one. Just hype and sell. However, it seems the event remix finale balanced all this out with thousands of positive reviews claiming the event was a success. Perhaps this was just subjective, but many players feel the complete opposite about the next piece of evidence. Exclusivity is on par to be Fortnite's greatest weapon, and also Fortnite's best money-making method by far. But what is exclusivity? And why is it the second best money-making method in Fortnite? Well, to answer these main questions, we first need to understand some basic questions as to what makes a cosmetic exclusive. In order for a cosmetic to become exclusive, it has to first have a selected item shop date for when it got released. Any skin over 1000 days is automatically labeled as exclusive if the number of days since release increases. Although skins from all battle passes and seasons are also considered as exclusive and will most likely never return. If we take a look at some of the very exclusive skins Fortnite has, we can visibly notice most of them are only exclusive because you had to make a significant purchase in order to achieve some of these items. This is the main reason for big exclusive skins such as Iconic, Glow, or even the Galaxy skin, and many more exclusive skins. However, these skins listed are entirely exclusive, meaning that they cannot and will never be released ever again. With this much information already gathered, we can all say together that we have an understanding of what exclusivity is. But do we all have an understanding of how it's Epic's best money-making method by far? Well, if we go back to Chapter 2, Fortnite released their very first exclusive. It was labeled in the item shop as exclusive. Many players expressed their emotion towards their new exclusive skin in the item shop. However though, even though Fortnite labeled it as a limited time cosmetic and it was relatively exclusive to the FNCS Championship happening that particular season, just a few chapters later though, they re-released the same very limited time skin in the item shop to get quick time sales. Imagine spending 600 V-Bucks on a phone to unlock the Galaxy skin just for a little Timmy to buy it for 1500 V-Bucks a few years later. That's a terrible idea. It ruins the part of excitement of owning a skin. I got some rare ones, but not nearly the rarest or oldest. Love seeing people with them. If everyone had access to every skin, it would just feel bland and neutral. Part of my return to Fortnite is realizing how many thousands of skins there are now, and the level of rarity is intriguing. Of course, people are going to rock their favorites, regardless of rarity, which is cool too. But honestly, I like the feeling of not owning a lot and seeing others with them. It makes the ones I have do feel more precious and more my own. It seems as though re-releasing cosmetics that had some tag claiming it was exclusive tarnished the reputation of the item having the same meaning, if it could just be released months or years later. It also seems people owning these exclusive cosmetics had a love for them. It gave the game some excitement seeing only some people with different exclusive skins than you, and obviously you owning some skins people never owned before. However, with the newly released OG game mode in Fortnite, this made the question as to is exclusivity in Fortnite anymore pretty much answerable. In the OG Fortnite Pass, they list all the memorable OG skins from Chapter 1, Season 1. Now, this is fine since it's about the Season 1 genre. It doesn't look exactly like the skin. There are some irregularities. However, on one Friday afternoon, everyone logs on, checks the item shop, and there it is. The Renegade Raider skin, last seen 2500 days ago, which is the equivalent of 7 years ago since the skin was released. The Renegade Raider skin was there on day 1, and it was the main attraction for the exclusive side of Fortnite players. Many people expressed their grief of the rare skin returning that day. Everyone was confused as to why Fortnite would release such an exclusive and rare skin ever back to the game, because of its living reputation of being rare. If we go back to Chapter 1 Season 1 to the beginning, you see the reason it was re-released because of the item was never actually an exclusive. It was only there on day 1. Fortnite never thought of it to actually be rare one day. The only reason it was rare is because they never released it, and the hype around the cosmetic. So in return, Fortnite capitalized on the opportunity to seize the most amount of sales off of this, resulting in many more exclusive skins returning. This is Fortnite's greatest weapon. Wait a certain time, gather the hype around the item, release the item. But however you like to call it, Epic Games is a business, and they don't care if you care about your rare skin. Over the 7 years we've been playing this game, there has always been an addicting, captivating, and couldn't stop listening storyline. It was always easy to understand, with the 7 managing the 0 point from the IO trying to control it for its massive power capabilities. It felt like you were a part of something. However, when we try to understand the storyline now, when the main character of it, who had and made the direction for it, leaves, it loses its meaning. It's very complex and difficult to follow when you go from mythology seasons to pure katanas and samurais. One belief many people express in Fortnite is when Fortnite adds lots of famous online characters, it then, in return, makes makes it easier to make a story out of instead of actually making a story with original characters who don't already have an online backstory. This allegation is supported by the past chapters and seasons merely only containing collaboration skins and barely any originality made from the developer team. Why waste loads of time creating a good storyline when you can have loads of collaboration skins who tell a better story and bring loads of attention towards your game? It's almost as if Epic is getting lazy and lazier. It felt very rushed and felt like Epic just put absolutely no effort into it compared to live events from Chapter 2. It was very disappointing. It also felt like an excuse to end the chapter early. But why? Chapter 4 has been lacking a lot of that compared to previous chapters of Fortnite, to the point that we haven't received an actual real live event for over a year. Now, it's like Epic doesn't even care anymore. Everything that has happened in Chapter 4 so far is nothing more than a filler. Can you tell me what happened to the Oathbound or the Peace Syndicates from last season? You can't, because the answer doesn't exist. The only good story related thing that has happened this chapter is the return of Dr. Sloan, but that isn't enough to make the storyline what it used to be in the first 2 seasons of Chapter 3 and the second half of Chapter 2. All of this just goes to show how much of the storyline has dipped in quality. This is exactly why I really hope that Epic is working hard on the next Fortnite end of chapter live event and Chapter 5, and they're keeping our feedback. These 3 pieces of evidence all work in unison to prove why Fortnite is and will always be a greedy company.